How to write about Africa. Always use the word Africa, or darkness, or safari in your title. Subtitles may include the words Zanzibar, Maasai, Zulu, Zambezi, Congo, Nile, big, sky, shadow, drum, sun, or bygone. Also useful are words such as gorillas, timeless, primordial, and tribal. Note that people means Africans who are not black, while the people means black Africans. Never have a picture of a well-adjusted African on the cover of your book, or in it, unless that African has won the Nobel Prize. An AK-47, prominent ribs, naked breasts, use these. If you must include an African, make sure you get one in Maasai or Zulu or Dogon dress. In your text, treat Africa as if it were one country. It is hot and dusty with rolling grasslands and huge herds of animals and tall, thin people who are starving. Or it is hot and steamy with very short people who eat primates. Don't get bogged down with precise descriptions. Africa is big. 54 countries, 900 million people who are too busy starving and dying and warring and emigrating to read your book. The continent is full of deserts, jungles, highlands, savannas, and many other things. But your reader doesn't care about all that. So keep your descriptions romantic and evocative and unparticular. Make sure you show how Africans have music and rhythm deep in their souls and eat things no other humans eat. Do not mention rice and beef and wheat. Monkey brain is an African's cuisine of choice, along with goat, snake, worms, and grubs and all manner of game meat. Make sure you show that you are able to eat such food without flinching, and describe how you learn to enjoy it, because you care. Broad brushstrokes throughout are good. Avoid having the African characters laugh or struggle to educate their kids, or just make do in mundane circumstances. Have them illuminate something about Europe or America in Africa. African characters should be colorful, exotic, larger than life, but empty inside, with no dialogue, no conflicts or resolutions in their stories, no depth or quirks to confuse the cause. Readers will be put off if you don't mention the light in Africa. And sunsets. The African sunset is a must. It is always big and red. There is always a big sky, wide empty spaces, and game are critical. Africa is the land of wide empty spaces. When writing about the plight of flora and fauna, make sure you mention that Africa is overpopulated. When your main character is in a desert or jungle living with indigenous people, anybody short. It is okay to mention that Africa has been severely depopulated by AIDS and war. You'll also need a nightclub called Tropicana, where mercenaries, evil nouveau riche Africans, and prostitutes, and gorillas, and expats hang out. Always end your book with Nelson Mandela saying something about rainbows or renaissances, because you care.